3 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
Did you see a play where he...
Back at Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska, alongside Nick Baugh, I'm Kevin Kugler. Great crowd on hand, 7-point game, but this is not what any Nebraska fan wants to see. That's Trey McGowan's on the bench, has not played since the first half. Came out of the locker room. You can see there's some almost tears in his eyes. He's got crutches and a boot on his right foot. Kobe Webster with the intercept, but Creighton getting back with numbers. Oh, Webster! Oh, a little okey-doke!
Have a night, Kobe Webster!
5 all over the world. He knows how to play the game. Him out there on the floor has to help Alonzo Verge.
And you know he's thinking about the right things. He is taking advantage of that COVID extra year. He said he could feel something special building here, and he wanted to be a part of it. And boy, has he been a part of it here this evening.
Creighton's done a good job, though, of just holding Nebraska off at this 4 3-point range.
I think continuing to get Kalkbrenner touches is the right place to go.
Alexander inside block. Who gets the touch? Kalkbrenner, and he'll go to the line after the foul. Johnny on the spot, or in this case Ryan on the spot, sends him to the line.
Just think Nebraska's had a hard time with Creighton's front line guys. Kalkbrenner, Hawkins, in the paint is where Creighton has really dominated this game. So the more you can post up Kalkbrenner, the more Hawkins, who's catching a breather right now, much needed one. The more you can get those guys involved, the better.
2 for 5 at the line this year is Kalkbrenner, but true on the first. Kobe Webster is feeling it. He's talking non-stop. I'm not sure if it's all the Verge or if it's anybody who will listen.
But he's got that look of a player who's in the zone.
What's that like?
Your absence of thought and you're just drenched in confidence. Right now, Kobe Webster is praying that he gets an inch of daylight and an opportunity to make a play because he knows something good's going to happen.
Verge turning the corner, back it goes to Andre, banging into Kalkbrenner, and Kalkbrenner holding his ground. Good defense.
Really good defense. Defense without fouling because he showed his hands and slid his feet.
Mitchell inside, a nice contest by Eduardo Andre, long to the other end of Verge on the drive, got the bucket.
Really tough finish from Verge. But a better block from Andre.
O'Connell looked close to a walk. If you're in red, you thought he walked. If you're in blue, he held his ground, and it's a 5-point game.
That's a great under control jump stop and finish to quiet the crowd right away.
Andre to Wilcher. Breidenbach, 3, no good, and Kalkbrenner there to keep the rebound in the hands of the Blue Jays. Again, Creighton just holds off Nebraska as they close in the second half. Mitchell has to back it out. Kaluma to the foul. That's a tough jumper. He gets it to fall for his second bucket of the night.
That's called I'm a top 50 recruit. I mean, that is a really tough contested jumper.
I'm sure you ever saw the basket.
No.
There's Verge. Webster. Mitchell right out on him. You know Webster's going to pull that trigger. Verge will from the top. And that's not going to go. Kalkbrenner the rebound and then out of bounds off his leg. Nebraska gets a second opportunity.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena. Jays up 7. Pretty good stuff from Alex O'Connell here. Understanding when the defense is switching, you got to screen your own man. So watch O'Connell. He's going to go screen Tominaga, and that's going to leave Ryan Nembhard all by himself on the 3-point line, and he knocks it down. And understand how you're screening and why you're screening based on how the defense is guarding you, and O'Connell executed perfectly.
You watch that execution by Creighton, and then you right in the end of that shot see Kobe Webster telling his guys what they should have been doing to make that play work better for them defensively. That's a big lift to have him on the floor.
No question about it.
Wilcher curling to the rim, goes for first. That's really a nice play by C.J. Wilcher. I like what he's been able to add with 11 points tonight.
Yeah, Wilcher's a guy who usually three-point oriented, pretty good going to the basket there. Small lineup for Nebraska on the floor now with McGowan's basically at the 4. Can Nebraska rebound is the question.
Don't need to there as they get the turnover. Webster doesn't have numbers, and it's tipped out of bounds by O'Connell. That might be a break for Nebraska. I'm not sure that was not going out of bounds even without O'Connell's help.
I think that was going to the 5th row. But it'll be interesting now. Breidenbach's played a little bit at the 4. Lat Mayen's played a little bit at the 4. Now Nebraska going small. So the floor is going to be spread. You have to take advantage of it on this end of the floor. Very difficult to guard.
Wilcher, quick 3 is short, and Kalkbrenner the rebound.
Greg McDermott, see if he can't post up one of these glorified guards with either Kaluma or Kalkbrenner.
Definite size advantage right now for the Blue Jays. Nembhard trying to bounce it down low and a turnover. That's McGowan's length that got in there and distracted O'Connell a little bit.
No doubt about it. It looked like he was beat, but length, the great eraser. And that's a learning moment for Ryan Nembhard. Sometimes just because a play's called doesn't mean you have to throw the pass. It was a design back door. Probably would have been a tough one to complete, and it ends in a turnover.
Probably don't see that one thrown last year with the experience that the Jays had. Verge from the elbow won't go. Walker, nice tip out. Another chance. Wilcher from the elbow, contested 2. That's off the heel, and the rebound to Alexander. Huskers just can't quite get over that hump. They've got it within 3. As Nembhard stretches the lead. No, he does not. Kalkbrenner with the catch underneath. He'll stretch the lead and a chance in one more.
Kevin, this is the issue with playing small. If you're Fred Hoiberg, no Breidenbach, no Lat Mayen at the 4, you're really undersized with this lineup, and this is where you're vulnerable. Despite all the white jerseys around the 7'1" Kalkbrenner, size prevails and a chance for a 3-point play, and Kalkbrenner is letting the crowd hear it.
11 tonight for Kalkbrenner. 3 Jays in double figures, give him 12 now. And again, an 8-point advantage for Creighton. They've led by as much as 19. Nebraska has not led since it was 5-3.
Still think getting McGowan's an opportunity.
Walker in and out. Wilcher, offensive rebound, and the putback. C.J. Wilcher with 13.
Wilcher has been really good. This is the best game of his college career.
Crowd wanted an offensive foul. O'Connell with the 3, strong to Wilcher.
Greg McDermott kind of shrugged his shoulders at that one, didn't love it.
Wilcher, a little heat check there that's well short.
Just got to balance it if you're Nebraska on when to attack, when to run some offense. That's a quick one from Wilcher.
And neither coach particularly happy at this very moment. Fred Hoiberg coolness after that shot. Hawkins, as the double comes, O'Connell driving into the teeth of defense. 10 to shoot, Nembhard 3. Rattles home, Nembhard with a smile for the crowd. He's got 21.
That's the difference between extra passes and no extra passes. Great ball movement from Creighton, ends in a wide open 3.
Huskers desperate now for a bucket. Time becoming a factor. Still plenty of it, but 4:38 to go.
McGowan's has not gotten involved enough.
On the bounce, Wilcher cutting baseline. He's got 15. Webster with a nifty feed.
You talk about threading the needle. Wow. How about the backdoor cuts from Nebraska? They got to have, what, 12 points off backdoor cuts?
It's been a huge part of their offense, much more so than we've seen from Nebraska.
No doubt. I think a little bit by design because, again, Creighton's pressed out on that 3-point line. So you got a back cut.
Nembhard, 21 points tonight. 4 to shoot, going to work. Whips the pass to O'Connell, pulls the trigger on the 3, raises the iron to McGowan's.
Look at the poise, setting the table for everybody from Kobe Webster.